morning, this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. I've got some projects I'm going to get going today. I am going to join that Every Bit Counts challenge that Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead does. Try to preserve something every day for the month of August. So this is starting it. This is going to be my first day. So today I'm going to use all my infused herbs and things that I have been setting in oil for about 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I'm going to do to get these, because we make our own lotions and salves instead of buying store-bought lotions, so we don't get all that chemical and preservatives and stuff in it. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what I'm doing today, and we're going to get started on this challenge. If you don't know what it is, go check out Three Rivers Homestead. Jessica's great. She does this challenge every year. I urge you to go if you're into preservation. She's really got good videos. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to get started. Okay, the first oil that I have is I had picked dandelions in the spring and I put them in sunflower oil, I'm pretty sure is what this one was. So I'm going to strain that here in just a minute and show you how I make that into a good salve for joints and dry skin. Now this one here is lemon balm. I think I put this in, let me get back with you on what oil I put in this one. I want to say that it's olive oil, but I'll have to check. And then I've also got some peonies. The bulbs I had done a video on putting these in. A carrier oil here. I'll have to go back in my records and look, but when I get to going with it, I'll tell you what they are. But these are the three that I'm going to do. There isn't much in this one, but this is going to be lotion bars. And I bought this silicone mold that's what they're going to be in, and they will basically be lotion. I'm going to put shea butter in it. So we'll get that going here. But first off, the first one I'm going to do is the dandelion. I've just got a bowl here and a strainer. I'm just going to pour it in there. I've been using this. I used it all through the winter. I'm still using it every night before I go to bed. I like to put it on my hands, arms, feet, legs, whatever I need it. I've got a special double boiler that I use for stuff like this. So I've got my pan already. The water's boiling on the stove. So you just want to give them a good press so you get all of that out of there. And then I just throw it in my little compost bucket and it goes back out to my compost. There. And I'll use that here again in a minute. I mean, I could have strained it. There's a few little specks in there, but it don't bother me. But if it does bother you, just get you a piece of cheesecloth out, a coffee filter. But I always feel like I lose a little oil when I do that. Okay, so you just got the liquid in here. If I had my guess, it's about a cup. So for every cup of oil that you use, you're going to use 1/8 of a cup or 2 tablespoons of beeswax. So I have my beeswax pellets here. That was a little over the top there. So there, I got my beeswax. And then I also add coconut oil. Let me go get that. Okay, just 100% coconut oil. And it's the same thing, 2 tablespoons, which I don't really measure that because this is an optional thing to put in it. So I just put in what I think would be 2 tablespoons. And then all that's going to do is give it a softer texture that'll rub in better. If you don't want to use coconut oil, you don't have to. It'll just be a little more solid whenever you're putting it on. So all I'm going to do is put this on my double boiler until this melts. I probably won't even turn you around to show you. The water's boiling. It'll take like 2 minutes and it'll be melted. And then I'll get them into containers. Now while the dandelion the beeswax and everything is on the stove and melting. The beeswax and coconut oil is melting. I'm gonna go ahead and put the peony. Sorry, I was brought up saying piney, so you're gonna hear me saying that more than I can say the other. Put the peony petals. Carrier oil with these was sunflower oil. The carrier oil with the dandelion was extra virgin olive oil. And then the carrier oil that's in my lemon balm is jojoba oil. And these leaves are still crunchy after being in there all that time. I'm gonna go get a paper plate so I can put these petals on there. Okay, I got the oil all strained. I am kind of bummed. I kind of was hoping the purple coloring to the petals would have come out in it. I mean, it's not going to affect anything. I was just kind of hoping for a more purple color. So that there is going to get the same ratio. Be 2 tablespoons of beeswax pellets. Only thing different with this one is it's going to be 1 tablespoon of shea butter. I'm going to add that to it. There. And I am also going to add, this is just 100% pure. I'm going to add a couple drops, probably 5 drops of tea tree oil. Just for my essential oil. I don't need a lot of flavoring, but tea tree oil is a good antibacterial oil to put in. So I'm going to get this off over here. I think it's pretty well melted. Alright. Okay, my dandelion oil is all melted. So I just got these little tins that I reuse. I clean out and reuse them. I've already got semi-labels on them, but I'll know what they are. See if I can't pour these in here without making a mess. Okay. Another 10. A couple of them. And all I have to do is keep the lids off of these until it comes to room temperature. You don't want to put the lids on them hot. You don't want them to sweat. They need to completely cool before you put lids on. Get a couple more. Ooh, that one is borderline too full. Might have to try and spoon a little bit out of that one. Because this one isn't going to be quite full. There. Ooh, I don't know if I can do that or not without spilling it. A nice little medicine dropper would do good right now, but I don't think I have one. This is working. Just slow going. This one here is full too. Get this one over here mostly full by doing this. I think they all look about right. Okay. Give it a little drop of that. And these little containers are small, but they actually, I mean, there's several uses in one. So I've still got 4 or 5 from when I made it last year. So I should be good until I have to make it again next spring. And just going outside and foraging for dandelion heads, and I'm still on my first pack of beeswax pellets, and it's still half full because it don't take much. But all these natural ingredients, and you've got lotion, a healthier lotion for your body. So I'm happy with that. So the next thing, I'm not going to rinse this out. I'm not that particular about rinsing out. It's this peony salve is going to do the same, similar to the same thing. There's a little bit different properties in it than the dandelion, but it's all good for your skin. So it wasn't something I would worry about even trying to clean out the pan for. So I'm going to get this melted. And then the next one, I am going to get a clean bowl for the next one, have it draining. It's going to be the lemon balm, and it's in jojoba oil. See what I did? I missed a step. I was supposed to pour it in the strainer, and I didn't. So I might have to use this as a bowl after all, just till I can get it clipped. It's surprising, them leaves are still good and crunchy too. Now these have all been in, I think the dandelions were in for probably a week longer than what the peonies was, and lemon balm. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. I'll put that on this bowl so it can finish draining real good. So that's going to be the next one. Now that's going to be lotion bars. Let me see how melted this is getting. Alright, not quite yet. Okay, get rid of this. All right. I believe that's all about done. So I'll just throw all this in my compost later. Like I said, if the little bits does bother you, you can go ahead and put a coffee filter or something on it. I'm not that worried about it. Some of this oil off here. Now, so next we've got the piney salve coming, so I need to get these containers opened up for them, because that's going to make more than what I just done with the dandelion. I was actually surprised for how much it did do. And I hope that I've got enough of these. If I don't, I got little 1/4 pint jars that I can use. So I don't think this will be enough. The dandelion did 7. These are equal to 2, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know that. Well, here's 2 more. So maybe we'll make it. If not, I'll have to break out my jars. It's not quite melted. I'll go look for some jars and get back for when that's melted. I think while I'm waiting for that to melt, I'm going to go ahead and get some shea butter. Now this here says it takes 4 tablespoons. Do it like this. enough. Like I said, I don't precisely measure. It's not a deal breaker. Put in some tea tree oil. I like some of that in there. And then it says it's going to take a 1/4 cup, which is equal to 4 tablespoons of beeswax. So I'll just go ahead and get this all ready so I can dump it in the double boiler. There. Now I'm not going to put coconut oil in this one. Reason being, they're going to be lotion bars. So I want them to be a little firmer. So, you know, you're just going to grab the lotion bar and rub it on your hands. So, you know, you'll be going like this. So I'm not worried about it being a little more firm. Okay, I got that already. I think that's pretty well melted. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put a little more water in my double boiler to keep it going for this last round. There. Okay. So it's completely melted. We're going to pour it in these tins. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I don't have the purple color. I know I left it in the oil plenty long. Actually, I went 2 weeks over what the recipe recommended. So, I guess my peonies just didn't want to let loose of their color. Alright, I'm going to run get them jars because I'm going to need them. Okay, I couldn't find my 1/4 pint, but I've got a whole gob of baby food jars. Thanks to my daughter-in-law saving them for me, for my grandbabies. So I've got, this one here is not quite full, but it's close. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 2 jars makes 10. So 10 of the peony salve. Next, I'm doing the lotion bars. That's going to be the last of all the infused oils that I'm going to have. I'm going to be making more. I'd like to make more jewel weed salve this year. And my lemon balm oil and everything is almost melted to where I can get them in here. I'm hoping that I don't need any more molds because that's the only mold I have. For lotion bars, because the recipe that I found for it said it makes 2 bigger bars, and that's about the ratio I did. But so I figured 4 small ones per bar would be equal, so I only bought 1 mold. Yeah, it's really close. Matter of fact, I think that little bit will go ahead and melt. So we just got to put these in the mold now. I'm going to have more than what I have molds for. I'll have to go looking and see if I can't find me something else to use. Should have bought 2 molds. Hindsight's always 20/20. I actually sat and thought about it. I thought, well, so let me go and look in my overflow of stuff and see if I can't find something I can use. Okay, I found one of these. Actually, I used them to make hot chocolate bombs, but it'll make a nice half round lotion bar. I think that'll be about right. it off here so I can get it all used. Okay. So there's that. So I'm going to have 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bars when they cool. You can already see these dandelion ones are starting to set up. I'll probably still let them set out till in the morning just so they're completely room temperature before I put the lids on them. But yeah, I've got lotion bars, peony salve, and dandelion salve, which I use the dandelion salve like I would a lotion of a night. Now, anything I've read, dandelions has got a lot of medicinal properties. I just use it for my dry skin. I like to put it on my hands before I go to bed, arms, legs, feet, wherever your body's got dry skin, your elbows, your knees. The peony is a little bit different. I'm not sure. I know it's for the dry skin. I know it's for achy joints. I'll read up some more if it's, you know, I just know anything homemade like this is a lot better for your skin than anything bought that's got chemicals in it and that's not all natural. You need to put all natural stuff on your body, in my opinion, because your body absorbs it and you don't want that stuff getting inside you, but you do want your skin to be soft. So this is day 1 of the Every Bit Counts challenge. I'm going to be trying to put one on every day of the challenge. It may not be videos every day. I might have a few days in each one. But this is Shelly from Hodgepodge Hoosiers. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye for now.